SOUNDCHECK says this band of four is a time to remove the hisses, pops, and feedback from their acoustical instruments, get the sounds right, and have a little fun just a few short hours before taking the stage. This pre-concert ritual, all a part of living the dream.
What I'm doing, everybody's moving me on this couch in this parking lot. This is really weird.
So what's it like being a musician?
It's an interesting life. I've been doing music full time now for about 6 months, and we play about 2 or 3 times, as 4 or 5 times sometimes a week, and we tour everywhere from Boston to North Carolina over to all the way to Texas to California, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. It's work. It's being an artist of any sort. You know, you have to love it. A sound check is interesting because that's where you have to make sure all the levels are correct. We have to make sure all the feedbacks are out of the microphones, out of the instruments. So
are you missing a guitar stand by chance?
I don't know where my guitar stand is. The idea with my band is it's kind of like a modern Americana, modern roots stuff mixed with today's kind of feel, today's kind of indie kind of feel. So we're using real instrumentation. We're using upright basses and saxophones and acoustic guitars. Things that are highly able to reverberate and feedback, and so for us it's always we always have to spend a little bit of time on the sound check, making sure that we don't get this huge bass swell in the middle of a song.
Oh, wow.
What was that? Every time Gene plays a G note or it's fun, and make sure you can hear everybody, and that I can hear myself, and we can hear all the vocals. And hear the drums, and sometimes we get pretty loud, so I have to get a snare and the bass drum to come into my monitor so I can keep in time with the drummer.
The cowbell is the single most important piece of equipment for every drummer.
It gets a bit complicated. It's a learning process. The sound check. We've opened for a handful of really great bands, and doing a sound check is almost an art in itself. And we've opened for a lot of artists, and watching their sound check is really interesting because you learn a lot. You learn like little tricks, and you learn like how to segment various things, how to organize your sound check, manage it. Who to go first, who to listen to, how to make it quick and as perfect as possible.
I mean, if you don't get a good sound check, you're not going to sound good. So, I mean, you have to do it. So the trick is just figuring out how to do it. It's like your commute. It's necessary, but it's always the same, and it's pretty monotonous.
No, Justin, stop staring at my I like to be able to hear the vocalist, the drummer, and myself a lot. You'd think that if the horn is, you're playing it, it's in your mouth, it'd be able to totally ring back, but that's actually not the case. I actually need a lot of monitor. I need to be able to hear myself well, or else I'll blow my chops out within the first 20 minutes, half hour.
Nothing is electronic. It's all real instruments that are amplified. So when you're using electronic equipment amplifying acoustic instruments, you have to be very particular about the sound and about the feedback and the quality of the sound and the spacing and all that stuff.
Sound check is kind of like it's the most mundane part of the whole experience, I guess, except for getting there if you're driving long distances. But the sound check is just a whole lot of hitting the same drum over and over again, I get grief from the guys because I've perfected the art of text messaging while I'm sound checking.
Sound check is a practice. Sound check is like the girls that you date before you get married. You know, the sound check is the show is the marriage. The show is the unity of two people coming together, the band and the audience. The sound check is the trial and error to getting to that perfect audience. I know what you're thinking. I hear the ringing